So today's video, we're going to be going over how to keep your dog on a good diet, keep him lean, good muscle, no fat. We don't like fat dogs around here. They're cool and all that, they look cool, nice to show off, but they die pretty fast, and it's pretty inhumane in my opinion to have a dog weigh over 150 pounds when it really shouldn't, especially for the breed. You guys know I mess with pit bulls. Average pit bulls weigh from 35 to 90 pounds at most, 100 if you push it. Any more than that, you're just shortening your dog's life and you're creating health problems in my opinion. So I'm going to show you how to get the perfect diet, keep them lean. We got 4 chicken leg quarters right here. We're going to bake them at 400 degrees. No seasoning, just cooking spray. You guys already know from my last video. And I'm going to show you what we got the end product, and then we'll have a feeding session with the dogs. And I'll show you what it looks like. So after an hour of cooking, 50 minutes to an hour, get them real well and done. This is what they're going to look like. Once they cool off, I'm going to get them all in a bowl, and I'm going to debone them, show you guys that, and then like I said, show you guys the feeding session. So we got our chicken deboned right there. We're getting a good amount right there. We're going to show you how we're going to prepare their meals. I got some cucumber, some carrots, some apple, tangerine. These do not give your dog in a lot of, big quantities. A little bit here and there, it'll upset the stomach if you give them too much. But we're going to go in with the apples. Make sure you get all the seed out and everything like that. You just cut them into good size slices, nothing too big, nothing too small. You can take the skin off, leave it on, whatever you want. So we're going to be doing Beast's bowl first. He eats more because he's still a puppy. Bella, she's in her moving on to her adult life stage. Bella's still in Beast is still in his puppy stage. So I'm going to give him a cup and a half of our good kibble here. We give him the whole apple. Bust out this cucumber. You can do your research. There's a lot of fruits and vegetables, both that are good for dogs. Beast, I know you're hungry. We're gonna eat. You want a piece? Down. They got all these good smells around them, so they're going pretty, their noses are going pretty crazy. You know about dogs. Everything is with their nose and their mouth. So I'm smelling the crap out of all this. Give them all these cucumbers. Got some carrots here. Carrots are kind of thick, so if you got a puppy, just chop those up like that. So A, they don't choke on them, and B, easier for them to chew them. If your dog does know how to chew, it should be one of the things you do teach your dog as a puppy. It's how to slow down and take the food in. And give them each half of tangerine there. Give them some chicken. You don't want to use too much, you don't want to use too little, just a little, you know, something like that. Just cover the bowl with the top of it. Just like that. Like I said, we're not going for too crazy, huge dogs. We're just going for lean, healthy, productive dogs. And that's what you're going to get with this diet right there. And I'm gonna fix up Belle's food, and I'm gonna have them both stay and lay for it, and show you guys them eating it. So we'll get back to it in a minute. So we got the chicken here, and we got their meals ready. We got Beast right here, we got Belle's right here. With the chicken, covered it with saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever, and you're gonna have a lot of fat. Get in there. You're gonna put it in the fridge. Keep it in there for about a week, I'd say. Up to, you can use it for up to a week. Just putting little bits in here in their food here and there. Like I said, I don't feed my dogs, you know, 3 to 4 cups of kibble 3 times a day. They're going to get too fat. You're going to have too many problems. You know, I'm not in the best shape myself, but we'll get there. Summertime is going to be going on. We're going to be working out, like I said, we're going to be working all day. So, but like I said, we don't like to have the fat dogs because a lot of health problems. So you're going to have this fat in the chicken right here. You can take that fat if they're not drinking the water, they got any problem, throw it in their water. Like I always tell you, throw the fruit juice in the water. If you got any juice from any fruits, you can just throw that in the water. If it's good for them, make sure you do your research always. And yeah, we're going to get to the feeding session right now. Belle and Beast is pretty hungry. They haven't eaten today. It's about 3 o'clock. So we got a big meal session for them right here. And let's get it. Come. Sit. Down. Stay. So this right here just teaches obedience. As you can see, my dogs are not angry. They're just patient. And I can stay. I can touch their bowls. No aggression, no nothing. They wait for the word GG, you know, so. Or GB, either or. And that's it. So you want to feed your dog the right way. You want to keep it alive longer. You want it to be healthier, be leaner. The muscles I got on these dogs right here shows. This diet works. A little bit of chicken, a little bit of kibble. Don't feed them too much. Twice a day at most. Sometimes I only feed them like a cup of kibble a day each. Or, you know, just something like that. Just so they can flush their system out, get everything out of their system. But your dog does not need to be fed 4 times a day, 3 times a day, and 4 cups each feeding, 5 cups each feeding. It's too much. You're going to have a lot of medical bills, everything like that. And I'm not talking about every dog, and you know, because obviously some dogs are, you know, that's their breed. They're big dogs, bigger dogs than American Pit Bull Terriers and Pit Bulls in general. But these are 2 Pit Bulls, and as far as having Pit Bulls and make sure they're the right size, this is what you want. Good boy, good girl. See that tone? That's what the right diet will give you.